Hi, my name is Giuseppe, and I'm a supporter of Juventus. Ciao Juventini of the world. Today we'll speak about a lot of things, but we will not speak about Juventus. We'll speak about a club that is called Juventus. We will speak about some players that are running in the field, wearing the black and white colors of Juventus. We'll speak about the technical staff. We'll speak about a coach that when they are going outside, they are wearing a suit or dress coat with the logo that is near to the heart. That sometimes they have the name Juventus big written on the back of their jacket. But we will not speak about Juventus because what we offered yesterday versus Maccabi Haifa is not at the level of Juventus. What we are offering since the beginning of the season is not at the level of our beloved Juventus. What we are offering since 16 months, since Juve of Allegri 2.0, is not at the level of our beloved Juventus. I am ashamed. These were the words of President Andrea Agnelli. These are my words. Today I am ashamed, not of being a Juve supporter. I will always be proud of being a Juve supporter, but I am ashamed of what we are offering, of what we are seeing, of the non-reaction, of a team that is scared, a team that is not able to react, a team that is in the angle and that is offering the other cheek because they don't know how to answer. I am ashamed. Today we will speak about the words of Andrea Agnelli that spoke in front of Sky Sport Italia, spoke about the supporters, spoke about Allegri, the coach, that yesterday he reconfirmed. We'll also understand why he did it. We'll speak about a lot of things. We'll go to the Italian sport pages because they're all using the word shame, vergogna. If you really want to know every single detail about it, guys, really fast, link is into the description. OneFootball, the best app to remain up to date about Juventus. What you will read is harsh. Words of Allegri, words of Agnelli, words of the player. But take your time to do it. I know that some of you, they don't want to do it. It's hard supporting Juventus today, but do it, because reading between the line, you will understand a lot of things. Guys, link it into the description for iOS and for Android. It's totally for free. We start with the Italian pages. Corriere dello Sport is saying, mi vergogno, I am ashamed, with a picture of Andrea Agnelli. These are his words, I am ashamed. Harsh words on the 11th of October. Usually, Andrea Agnelli is going in front of the microphones when the things are not going well. Usually he's going towards the microphones at the end of the season with a big elimination of a Champions League. Usually we are used to see him in March, in May, in June. Not in October. Not on the 11th of October. It's not a good sign. It's absolutely not a good sign. Gazzetta dello Sport is saying, vergogniamoci. We have to be ashamed. Not only Andrea Agnelli, but everyone. Andrea Agnelli, the management, the coach, Allegri, technical staff, the players, also the supporter. We all have to be ashamed of the situation of Juventus. And Tuttosport, one more time, is representing me the most because they are saying something that is totally correct. They are saying, la vergogna, the shame. Yes, absolutely. We acknowledge, we agree. Ma non basta. It's not enough. Because acknowledging the problem is phase 1. Something that we already had to do earlier. Monza. Do you remember Monza? Do you remember Salernitana? Do you remember Sampdoria, the second game of Serie A? Do you remember Fiorentina? Shame. We already had to say that we were ashamed. Now we want some actions. We want some answers. The answer at the moment is not dismissing Allegri because it has not been done. Yesterday, all of us, a lot of us were expecting Andrea Agnelli to go in front of microphones and saying, it is over, the collaboration with Allegri is over, we stop and we go for another solution. He didn't. He reconfirmed the trust. Why? I don't know. I respect, but I don't know. Yesterday we were expecting Massimiliano Allegri, the coach, to say, I believed in it. And I had some solutions, but these solutions are not working. I am the problem. I step aside for Juventus. He didn't. So we'll try to understand what are the next actions. Guys, put a maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel if you want to. What are the double pages saying? Gazzetta dello Sport, Tutto Sport. Well, you vergogna. This hurts. This hurts a lot. Why? Because Juve is Juve, but vergogna, it's a wordplay, vergogna is shame. And when you're linking these words together, you vergogna, it's something that I never wanted to see in Tutto Sport. You vergogna. But it's correct, unfortunately. You vergogna ad oltranza and beyond. Allegri is staying at the moment. What can happen? They are giving already alternatives. Yesterday, Agnelli said, we continue with the coach until the end of the year. I don't know if until the year is 2022 or if it's until the end of the season. Probably until the end of the season. We'll go through his words to try to understand what he was meaning yesterday. But they're saying now we have a decisive moment of 8 more games. Tutto Sport is saying that. Until the stop of the World Cup. Without a change, an immediate change, because we will go into retiro, retreatment, the training camp, which for me is not even an ideal situation. What does it change? Guys, we are used to be in retiro. You remember 2 years ago, COVID, where we were all obliged to be in retiro alone. We are used to it. This will not be the electroshock. This will absolutely not be the electroshock that we needed. But Tutto Sport is giving some names. Pochettino, Tuchel, Benitez, Tedesco, Paolo Sosa, Di Francesco, Prandelli. My friends, are Di Francesco and Prandelli the solutions? Are we joking? Yesterday I said during the live, the only thing that I am understanding at the moment why we are not stopping the collaboration with Allegri is only one thing, that probably we already have a solution. We already have a name for the future that is not in that list of 7 or 8 coaches that has been mentioned by Tutto Sport. We will discover it. We continue with the Gazzetta dello Sport, who is saying there is not only one person to blame. And on that one, I totally agree with Agnelli. There is not only one person to blame. When things are going bad, we all are at fault. We win together, we lose together. There are some people that have more shares, more responsibility. And we all know that Allegri, as the coach, has more shares in responsibility at the moment. Provo vergogna. I feel ashamed. The words of Agnelli that yesterday continued. And we'll go through his words. He said, it's the moment to put my face on it. I take my responsibility. I am the president. And in moments like that, there is one people that has to go in front of the microphone. It's myself. I take my accountability. I am here in front of you. Something that I appreciated but never expected on the 11th of October. He said, I feel ashamed for today, for the moment of Juventus, for what is happening with Juventus, but also angry, like all of us. Like all of us. Don't forget, Agnelli has always been and is a supporter of Juventus. He's feeling like you, like me. Unfortunately, he has the responsibility to change things. And yesterday, he did something brave against the trend. Everyone could have taken the solution to sack Allegri. He didn't. For his reasons. I don't know what the reason was. He didn't. He said, I understand also that football is not individualities. It is 11. We win together, we lose together. It's not one person only to blame. It's a general problem. Physical, mentally, psychologically. That's the problem at the moment. We have to be ashamed. And we have to say sorry. Sorry to the supporters that in this moment have difficulties to support the team. Have difficulties to walk on the street being proud of being a Juve supporter. We have to acknowledge what they are feeling. And we want to offer a team, a winning team, because this is what the supporters are expecting. These were the words of Agnelli. Pay attention, guys. Really important words. He's speaking about the fact that he heard the supporters, that he's knowing how the supporters are feeling, and that he wants to solve the situation. He wants to give back a Juventus to the supporter that is a winning Juventus. He's continuing saying that we have to make a big and deep reflection of the moment and to be a group again, because today we are not a group. It can't be only the fault of the coach when players are not able to win a tackle. Juventus has always been a team that we start a project and at the end of the year, at the end of the season, we understand the moment, we speak about it and we take decision. He said, you guys, media, if you want to write something about deadlines, right that the deadline to have these evaluations are the end of the year. He's saying I still continue to not accept the change of a coach in the middle of the season. Allegri is the coach of Juventus and he will stay. 80-90% are working, collaborating, in close contact for the team, for Juventus, and we have to put everything that we have to be again a team, a winning Juventus. These were the words of Agnelli. I have always thought that this is the right decision. Always. I said it so many times for Sarri, for Pirlo, even before having YouTube for the other coaches. You start a project and you finish, because everything can happen in a season. You believe in a project and you back your man. That is for me a big sign of people management, backing your man. What I appreciate, but I have to admit something. Guys, the world changed. Football changed. The velocity of what we are seeing on the field changed. Look at the Premier League. They are all playing fast. They are all running fast. Look at decision that can change a moment. A decision in Real Madrid-Liverpool. A decision in Real Madrid-Manchester City or versus Paris Saint-Germain. A decision of being fast that are able to change moments. A history of football. Look at Tuchel going to Chelsea and changing and winning the Champions League. Look at Monza changing the coach with Palladino. Decisions also have to be taken fast. Not only with changing the coach, don't get me wrong, but football changed, guys. And probably us old vintage people have to adapt ourselves also and taking decisions much faster. Guys, we continue with the words of Allegri that yesterday said, giving up? No. Now the challenge is even more beautiful because how much harder it is, how more beautiful the challenge is, and the concept, I agree, because it's fun to win, but it's even better when it's really difficult. But the problem is that yesterday I don't see any solution. I don't know if the team is strong enough, if Allegri is strong enough to win that really epic, difficult battle. I don't know. Today, I don't feel that we are strong enough to do it. And we have to do it also without Di Maria. Yesterday, Tuttosport was saying l'esorcista, the exorcist, the one that had to put the fears away. Well, yesterday, no. No. Because Juventus, we said it multiple times, they can't react to a moment of difficulty. The first moment of difficulties, we collapse. Usually it happened around the 20th minute. Yesterday, unfortunately for Juventus, it happened at the 3rd minute. The 3rd minute with the first cross of Maccabi Haifa from the left side of the field that has put Juventus in difficulties. But then it continued. 3rd minute, 4th minute, 5th minute, 6th minute, 7th minute. At the 7th minute, it was already a goal of Maccabi Haifa. Juventus totally collapsed and were never able to get into that game after 3 minutes. A shame. We see the ratings of Gazzetta dello Sport, who is giving 4s to everyone. 4 to Allegri, 4 to everyone. The best one was Cuadrado, according to them, with a 5. 4 for Paredes, the worst one. Tuttosport is even going worse, with Alexandro with a 3, with Paredes with a 3. Guys, I don't believe that 4 is good enough for the team that we saw yesterday. If I was Tuttosport or Gazzetta dello Sport, I would just have put their name without any rating. They don't deserve a rating. Guys, Di Maria out, we said it. We have to stick together. We have to stick together. We have to find a solution to go out of that situation. Yesterday, Cuadrado said, we have to stay united to go out of that situation. I agree. But I don't know. I don't know. I want a maximum of answers if you made it to the end of the video. A maximum of answers about how to get out of that situation. But don't tell me with people out, because the decision already had been taken. Until the World Cup, at least, we are with the same men. What is the solution to win back our dignity? I'm not saying winning titles. Winning back our dignity. What is the solution? Tell me. Without saying people out, because they will not go out. So this is something we have to forget at the moment, to park at the moment. So on the field, what do we do? What do we do? I am Giuseppe. I am a Juve supporter. Grazie and forza Juve.